Hello everyone. So today's lesson will be about the difference between thematic relationship and cohesive devices. When we take them separately, usually we have no problem in identifying them. But the problem comes when we have them in the official exams or in any comprehension exam, and you have to identify whether to answer for the thematic relationship or the cohesive devices. So I'm going to explain each one of them separately. First, let's talk about the thematic relationship. It's the relation between two paragraphs or sentences in terms of ideas, meaning. So when you're asked a question in the exam about the thematic relationship, I'm talking about the theme, I'm talking about content, I'm talking about meaning. Let's go to cohesion. When I say cohesion, I'm talking about the arrangement of ideas in a paragraph or in any piece of writing. So I'm talking about linking the ideas. Here, the linking is not related to meaning. It's not related to ideas. It's related mainly to the devices used in order to link the meaning. So, thematic relationship, we're talking about meaning and ideas. Cohesive devices, we're talking about the devices or the mechanics used in order to make the link. How do we achieve the relation? First, when we talk about the thematic relation, we're talking about the meaning. We have mainly 5 ways in order to achieve this thematic relationship. The easiest one is when we have a question in the first paragraph and an answer in the second one. It's immediately, if you have a question that is answered, it's necessary for this question to be answered in the second paragraph. So if it's not answered, it's something else. It's not a question answer. The second one, in the first paragraph, I have causes for something. In the second paragraph, I have the effects for this thing. It might be problem solution. I present a problem in the first paragraph, and then we solve it in the second paragraph. I might have comparison, contrast. So I show the similarities between two items, between two things. Or I might show the similarities in the first paragraph, and in the second paragraph I show the differences. It might be talking about living in the city, living in the village. I might be talking about the advancement in Lebanon and the advancement or technology in Lebanon and technology in China, let's say. So it might be compare, contrast, or contrast only. The last one, so guys, I usually start checking one by one. I start by eliminating question, answer, cause, effect, problem, solution, compare, contrast. If it's none of the above mentioned types, so it's idea support. Idea support, I present the idea in the first paragraph and I start giving additional sentences in order to make it more convincing or in order to explain it simply. So I add ideas, I reinforce the ideas cited in the first paragraph in the second one. So here I'm talking about meaning in the thematic relationship. Let's go to the second one. Here when I asked you about the cohesive links, this has nothing to do with meaning, with content. It's talking only about the devices used in order to link these two paragraphs. So I'm talking about devices, I'm talking about mechanics. I don't care for meaning. Here we have two types. It's the direct linking hooks and the indirect linking hooks, or direct linking devices and indirect linking devices. If you're lucky, it will be direct. Direct, it means that in the first paragraph I have whatever mentioned in the first paragraph. In the second one, it starts with a transitional word. This transitional word might be one of the coordinating conjunction, fanboys, one of the subordinating conjunction. It might be a conjunctive adverb, moreover, however, in addition to, on the other side. So I simply state this transitional word and explain its meaning. As simple as that, I explain it. So I say he used the word, however, in order to show the contrasting ideas, and that's it. Let's go to the second one. So if it's not direct, if I have no transitional word, I go to the indirect linking hook. If I have, let's say, a word in the first paragraph and I have the synonym for this word in the second paragraph or in the second sentence, it might be between two sentences, so it's synonym. I might have a key term or a key word in the first paragraph repeated in the second one, so it's repetition of key terms. I might have a main word or key term mentioned in the first paragraph, and in the second paragraph, instead of repeating this word, I refer to this word by putting the pronoun. So in this case, it's a pronoun reference. So guys, this is mainly the explanation for the difference between thematic relation and cohesive devices. Okay, here I'm going to present some questions, sample questions that might come in the exam. For the thematic relationship, how are paragraphs 1 and 2 thematically related? This is one of the questions that might come. What thematic relation is there between paragraphs 2 and 3? I have to mention plus explain. Guys, when I asked you such a question, never expect just to mention the type of thematic relation. You have to mention the type plus explanation, illustrate. Identify and explain the thematic relation between paragraph 3 and 4. So guys, you have a grade for identifying and a grade for explanation, whatever the question is. Cohesive. What linking hook does so? We might say cohesive links, we might say linking hooks, we might say cohesive devices, we might say how does the writer achieve cohesion? These are different types of questions that might come in the exam, but the answer will be related to the cohesive links. Now, I still have time. I'm going to give you a few examples from the official exams. You have the link, guys. You can go to the CRDP, check the samples, check the official exams, and start practicing. Don't waste your time. For the 3 levels, grade 10, 11, and 12, guys, you can start practicing now. I'm going to give you a few examples, and I'll leave the practice for you. I'm going to start with the first one. So here we have in B2, identify the thematic relation between paragraphs 6 and 7. Justify your answer. So I have 1 grade for this question. You have to divide it. It might be quarter and 3/4. It might be half of the grade for identifying, the other half for justifying. So let's go to paragraph 6 and 7. Take a look. Guys, what you have to do right now is pause, read the 2 paragraphs, and try to find the thematic relation. Okay, I'm sure you're not gonna pause. Anyway, I'm gonna start. App-based learning carries a few inherent advantages. It is convenient. You have your smartphone by your side at all times, fully charged and ready to guide you through the maze of contemporary life, from the gentle tap of the snooze in the morning to the emoji-peppered goodnight message you compose for a loved one in the evening. Guys, a strategy in order to answer such a question. What do we do? First, I have to read the first paragraph I have. Second, identify the main idea. So guys, that's why thematic relation is so important, because you have to use this strategy, identifying the main idea. So I read this paragraph, identify the main idea, go to the second one, and still identify the main idea. So here we're talking about the advantages of the app-based learning. Let's go to the second paragraph. An online product can be constantly improved and updated as it simplifies the distinction between product and service. A Babel learner's progress is measured, and stages within courses which prove to be difficult are adjusted in order to ensure that information is conveyed as effectively as possible. Yes, so here we're also talking about the advantages. So most probably if I say the first paragraph is talking about the advantages, the second one is also talking about the advantages, so it's idea support. I don't have a question, answer. I don't have causes for something, and in the second paragraph I'm presenting the effect. I don't have a problem that is solved in the second paragraph, and I don't have contrasting 2 ideas. So here let's go to the answer key to check the answer. Okay, so that's how we have to answer. The thematic relation between paragraphs 6 and 7 is one of addition. For the following here, if you check, we have 0.5 for identification and 0.5 for explanation. So for this sentence, you get half of the grade. It's one of addition, or you can say the thematic relation is idea support, idea explanation, idea illustration, idea reinforcement. But it's none of the first four. It's the one related to addition. Let's go to the explanation. What you have to do is to mention the main idea of each paragraph and then see how they are related. So paragraph 6 presents one of the advantages of app-based learning, and I explain it. Paragraph 7 adds another advantage, and I explain it. Guys, please make sure that in answering such a question, you use a good language. Make sure that you have no problems with punctuation. The sentence structure is correct. The sentence structure is good. And so it should be free of mistakes in order to get the full grade. I'm going to give you another sample. What's the thematic relation between paragraphs 10 and 11? Let's go to 10 and 11. The concept of green cities designed for self-reliance and social, economic, and environmental sustainability is usually linked with urban planning in more developed countries. So here we're talking about green cities and we're talking about more developed countries. This is the main idea. Let's go to paragraph 11. However, it has a special application in different social and economic aspects in low-income developing countries. In paragraph 10, I'm talking about green cities in developed countries. In paragraph 11, I'm talking about low-income developing countries. So we notice that they are showing the differences. So logically, we're contrasting. So there is no need to say compare contrast. It's that of contrast. Why? Because in the first paragraph, he's showing us how it affects in more developed countries, while in the second paragraph, he's talking about the aspects in low-income developing countries. Another example. What's the thematic relation between paragraph 5 and 6? So how can one correctly estimate the victory or failure of any advertising and branding effort? Guys, this is tricky. Here they ask a question. So immediately we might think that it's a question answer. No, be careful. Here the question is answered in paragraph 5. It's not answered in paragraph 6. So in paragraph 5, they asked the question and they answered this question. You can try showing a certain image, logo, color combination, or a pattern to a small number of consumers, and if they are able to properly identify, you can say all marketing efforts have achieved a certain degree of success. And then they continued the main key of advertising and branding. So they are supporting ideas. So here, it's idea support. It's not question answer. Be careful. For it to be question answer, we have to mention the question in paragraph 5, and in paragraph 6, the answer should be mentioned. So here it's that of idea support. I'm going to give you one example because I don't have a lot of time about the cohesive devices. Let's go 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 5 and 6. So I don't care for the meaning, I don't care for content, all what I care for is the devices. When we talk about the cohesive devices, I care for the devices used in order to link these two paragraphs. Look at 5, look at 6, I have in addition, immediately it's a direct linking hook. He used the transitional word in addition in order to link the ideas mentioned in paragraph 5 and 6. That's it. Let's go to, what did they say? 6 and 7. In 6, we have biological intelligence, artificial intelligence, biological intelligence. This is a key term. In paragraph 7, we have artificial intelligence also and biological. So as simple as that. In paragraph 6 and 7, we have repetition of key terms. And that's it. It doesn't need any explanation. So guys, that's it. Be careful. Thematic relation, we're talking about meaning. Cohesive devices, we're talking about devices and mechanics. That's it for now. If you want to practice, go to CRDP, please. Check any sample and solve it. Focus on the skills mainly. Thank you, guys.